Hello, everyone. This morning, going to talk to you about some things that fear doesn't want you to know. Everything we want is on the other side of fear. But how do we get to that magical fairyland? Don't you just love it when there's a personal development blog or a feel-good book that tells you, just get over it, using their three-step process so you could get on with your life? And then you blame yourself for not being able to do that because it all sounds so easy. You already know fear is holding you back. You already want to get rid of it for good. And while we're at it, it's also nice to have enough courage to last you through to the end of your days. But you don't understand why, despite everything that you do, the same stupid fear shows up without fail and still manages to stop you from taking your next big step in life. Listen, you're smart, you're savvy. You don't need me or others to tell you that fear holds you back from your best life on earth. But let's talk about why the strategy fails. The truth. The plan to destroy all fear fails every single time because fear in itself is indestructible. Fear is a necessary emotion to the human condition. You cannot eliminate fear from your being. You need fear to send you necessary signals, such as when you're in danger or in an unsafe situation, or you're about to make a giant mistake. Fear can be a really good thing for those circumstances. Plus, fear is a primal condition of all living beings, and it's not going anywhere, no matter how determined you may get. If you want to destroy fear, you need to destroy a part of your human nature. Best let it be. This is the real problem with fear. The problem with fear is that it's spread to areas of your life where it has no business interfering. Fear has no business being in your head when you're about to go into a job interview or about to go ask for the raise for an overdue promotion from your boss, or you're about to announce to your parents or loved ones that you've chosen to marry your lover despite their many objections to the relationship in the past. Most of all, fear has no business stepping between you and your dreams. You are not in any danger in those situations. You're perfectly safe. There's no lions coming to get you. No one's going to hurt you. You see, fear has no business, no permission, and no right getting in your head when life's amazing opportunities come knocking at your door and expect you to show up. This is precisely why you need to address between you and fear. You need to get back in charge because fear has overstepped its boundaries. The only reason fear can get away with this is because you accept this irrationality. How did it happen, though? Over the years, it found subtle ways to convince you that you should be afraid of not just lions and dark alleys and criminals. You should be afraid of traveling abroad or leaving your house after dark because, oh, look at all the terrible things that happen when you look at the news. Fear managed to convince you that you should naturally be afraid of dreaming because dreamers are losers and you need to stay modest and realistic to make it in this world. Fear also managed to convince you to be afraid, very afraid of making any changes in your career, even if you're miserable at your job because you deserve the misery, because after all, this is as good as it's going to get. Are you so ungrateful for what you have to ask for more? Over the years, think of it. How many times has fear lied to you and stolen your power? How many times has that dream slipped away because fear put on the brakes? It started with little lies, but they got bigger. When fear saw you buying the lies, it made you its hostage and put you in its prison. Then it realized that you might escape, as all prisoners wish to do at first. So it made you feel comfortable in your prison. It made your prison your home. So you never even dream of leaving it. Today, I want you to say enough already to fear. I want to help you leave that prison. And it could be the hardest thing you've ever done, because even prisoners eventually learn to love their cages. Your will has to be stronger than your fear. So I'm going to give you 14 things to think about. No, they're short, don't worry. That fear does not want you to know. You see, it's not about destroying fear. It's about putting it in its place where it can serve you, but stay out of your business so you can create the life of your dreams. How do you take charge? Start by learning these facts that fear doesn't want you to know. 1, you can do anything you set your mind to. It's not too late to make major changes in your life. You deserve to move in the direction of your desires. Nobody is more qualified to decide for you than you yourself. Your past failures do not dictate a darn thing about your future. You are stronger than you believe. The only thing getting in your way is yourself, and that's good news. You can change your life and the lives of others for the better. Your work in this world matters, so make it what you want. You have earned the right to be happy, and you don't have to feel bad about it. Nobody is judging your abilities as harshly as you do yourself. The world needs you, and you owe it to the world to share your wonderful gifts. You are destined to be someone's hero and role model, so don't let them down. You are capable of far more than you have done in the past, so dream big for tomorrow. Put these truths to work by phrasing them in terms of positive affirmations for yourself the next time that fear grips you by the throat and starts whispering another lie in your ears. With practice, your will to live life on your terms will get a lot stronger than your fear. And over time, you will get out of that prison of fear and create the very best years of your life without limitations, without insecurities, but most of all, without fear.